Welcome back everyone to the Song of Waves and Wind, where we have arrived at Darlaja, the meeting hall, and we are going to inform them that the Kindred of the Coin has decided that it is time to open the doors and allow the people to voice their concerns as they had promised.
Arumalak wants the meeting all opened? Oh, I don't think we can do that.
No, do not misunderstand me. I would leap at once to carry out the Lady Harmalak's command. It is just that the keys to the Darlaja were stolen by the Airsworn, and ever since those villains ran off with the keys, we have not been able to get inside. A new lock might be fashioned given enough time, but it's not safe for us to proceed for as long as the Airsworn hold on to the keys. If you're able to wrest the keys from them, we might be able to do something, but not until then. The Airsworn can be found all over the Sail Haven if you're ready to fight. Once you have retrieved the keys, if such a thing is possible, you should bring them to Yamen, just north of the Grand Market, to see about making a new set of keys and a better, more secure lock for the meeting hall. If you're able to do that, just let me know. But I'll not hold my breath until then. You understand? It's just that folk are always making claims at sunset, and by dawn, nothing has come of it. Right. I was just thinking, I've been all this time wondering whether or not the J was pronounced yeah or J. And just Jax! Jax is from this place. I think we can find some of the Airsworn this way, assuming I didn't kill them all and chase them all away permanently. Well, then if that's the case, then maybe there'll be some keys on their ship or anything like that. But let's see. Yeah, I thought there'd still be some around. Now let's go and basically depopulate the Airsworn and find some keys. Defeated an Airsworn Corsair in the Sail Haven. Alright. And we are going to have to do this how many times? Not sure yet, but eventually we will find those keys. Well, if not, there won't be any Airsworn left to take advantage of them having them, right? Maybe it's one of those Airsworn that I killed earlier. Not too sure what the odds of that are. Well, this is an MMO, of course, you know, and the odds of that are 0. You know, unless there were a quest that started because I found the keys. But that's an entirely different matter. This is probably going to take a while, right? Most likely. Hello! Looks like I'm running out of Airsworn. But don't worry. This is just the first line of them. I'm sure there'll be more. There are apparently also a couple in the alleys and streets near the dock, so maybe one of them has it. He went out for a drink or something like that. They could be all over the place. Hey, do you have a key on you? Right. Hold it. At last! I found the keys to Darlaja. Now, how do I know that they're the keys to Darlaja? Because I have this cutthroat trying to steal them back. That's why. Well then, I'll deal with the cutthroat, and then I will get back to the guard. Now, to deliver the keys to the smith.
What are these? The keys to the meeting hall of Darlaja?
The last I heard, these were in the hands of Airsworn down at the Sail Haven. It seems to me the Kindred of the Coins were willing to let them keep them. Being already in power, they were in no hurry to reopen the meeting hall and hear from the people again. But if I am to fashion a new lock and keys for Darlarja so it can be reopened, those are very surprising tidings, both welcome and unwelcome, if you understand me. I recently lost an apprentice, you see, but there is just as much work as ever. If you return here when you have a moment, I might have some work for you. For now, I shall begin on this new task. It will be some time before everything will be ready. Okay, so I need to talk to Gilet outside of Darlaja while Yaman does his work. I didn't notice the colorful shells that are at the gate to the meeting hall. Why, nice. Now, let's go and speak with the guard and see what he has to say. I keep on forgetting about that fountain. I should try to make sure that I steer around it. Whoops.
It will take some time for everything to be ready, but I hope when all is prepared, you will return to us.
What'd you say? You recovered the keys from the Airsworn, and a new lock is being made for Darlaja? I confess to you that I didn't think that you would do it, but it warms my heart to know that Lady Harmlech's wishes will be carried out. The meeting hall will be open, and the kindred will once again hear the voice of the people. It would take some time for everything to be ready, but I hope that when all is prepared, you will return to us, my new friend. It will be a new dawn for Umbar, and let none doubt that the days of sunshine that will lie before us. And that takes care of our story for now, because I'm sure there will be more when we have another major update. But until then, I am in the city. There may be more to do. Or do I need to speak with our friends over at the Harbor Master? Now let's go and see how they're doing. Apparently most of them have left. What about Corridon? Hello there. Did everybody return to Gondor or something?
Your mission has concluded, and I am pleased it has ended happily.
Now that your mission is concluded, I have to confess something to you. The physical hurt of the wound that I suffered outside of Helm's Deep pained me greatly, even as it would in time be healed by Leaf Shade's ministrations. But one pain remained, even afterwards, the pain of loss, of not knowing what befell my friends. As my body recovered, my heart dwelt upon the uncertainty of what might be happening even then to you, and to Glewine, and to Horn, and to Nona. Now that the Rongil of Penethkalin has been rescued from the kindred of the coins, will you take one last journey with me, Pineleaf? I suppose I can do that. It's going to take them a little while before they're all ready to need me again, it sounds like.
In the space before your adventures continue, my friend, I would ask to take one more journey with you.
Alright, then let's go. The land is new to me, but it will be good to see an old friend. Will she be pleased to see us? I wonder. Here we are. Corridon, Sigalith, Kabar, and Horn. What do you say, Corridon? This is Lanuk, the village of the Ukluth from which Nona came. I'm pleased to see it. She didn't speak of it often, but when she did, her voice was fond, despite her attempts to prevent it, I think. You had better go on ahead, Pineleaf. Notice people remember you, at least. The rest of us will be considered... What was that word? Devoniad? Yes, I think that was it. The rest of us may be Devonian, but in Lanuk, I believe that you will be welcomed. All right. All right, here are residents. We'll see how welcome or unwelcome. Well, they haven't come and attacked me yet. I suppose that's a decent sign. Oh, Sufaluk! I knew you would one day climb this hill and come again to Hlanuk Pineleaf. I saw it in the pool of the king only weeks after my daughter Nona departed, following the dream that carried her away to fight another kingdom's war. She returned months afterwards with a broken heart and a child in her belly, and I thought that you would return in the company of this man, this Horn, who was the father of the child. But sun and moon rose and fell, and he never showed his face. My daughter sits in the summit of the village, by the fire to the right. She'll be glad to see you. As for the others who wait below, oh, who can say? If they don't speak the right words, they may learn the daughter of Suvluk can be even more dangerous than he is, and that is no small amount. Oh yeah. Nona seems to be the same as ever, based on what he just said. Well, mostly the same at least. Hello, Nona. Ah, Pineleaf, my dear friend. It's good to see you again, at last. If you waited a few more months, you might meet my son or my daughter. But I'm glad that you didn't wait. No, I don't yet know what my child will be. When the days feel longest, I wonder if Hildegard would tell me whether I am having a son or a daughter. But I can't bring myself to return to the soothsayer's cave. If she had not spoken as she had, perhaps Horn... It doesn't matter. It's been months, but my anger's not yet cooled. It is said that the Ukluth love men more fiercely than they fight, and you could cross them in neither. Some should have told me that to Horn before he sent me away. Ah, the fool! Yes, I know he thought he was doing right. He was wrong, though, and should have listened. Oh, well, what does she say about the rest here? Ah, Corydon! Oh, we thought that you were dead. It is not so, my friend. But I grieve to miss the rest of your adventures. And who are these folk? This is Karvar, scribe of Gondor, and a friend of Pineleaf. He's an artist. And this is my sister, Sieglith. These are truly days of wonder, when even ghosts return. They rescued me from the clutches of the kindred of the coins in Umbar. It sounds like you had quite a story to tell. Nona, What are you doing here? He wanted to see you. He has spoken of nothing else. Have you come here to die, then? For I'll slay you where you stand. I would welcome it, Nona. Don't test me, you fool! I will become Wadu's ghost once more. Stand aside, Pineleaf. To return here after sending me away, his wits are more addled than they used to be. How can you explain his presence here? Nona's eyes boil with fury, but your keen eyesight reveals that her hand holding her brother's sword trembles. She doesn't want to become Wadu's ghost again, despite her words and the anger that she has nursed for Horn since he sent her away from the war. If only there was some way for you to break the tension. You cast your thoughts back to the days you spent traveling with Horn and Nona, and then you haven't. I recount the cautious steps within the deserted village of Dunfast in Wildermore, when Nona had left us, the little party, leaving the company of Horn, the minstrel Gleowina, and Corydon. The elf felt eyes upon the group, and it was with heightened senses that the four of you crept towards the bush that seemed to contain the unwelcome and hostile eyes. Horn valiantly approached the bush, his hand upon his sword, prepared to face what evil lurked within, and promptly fell down to his rump as a shrew swept past him. You are right, Pine Leaf. It is a wonder Horn survived for this long without me. Oh, very well. Thank the powers. My love, I am sorry. You should never have left us. Did you learn nothing? Only together can we face what comes. I learned it, Nona, but too late. It's not too late. By my reckoning, you learned it just with a few months to spare. You are fortunate our child had more patience than I had. She would not really have slain him, would she? You've only met Nona today, TitanBar, or you would not be asking such a question. Oh, sit, my friends. I'll hear of the adventures that I have missed. Let us sit and listen.
And so we sat and spoke together, all of us, late into the night. Old friends and new.
That was a nice little break from all that work I was doing over in Umbar, but I suppose I'll have to be getting back there soon again to continue with my work to build the relationship between Gondor and Umbar. Over time, though, perhaps we'll be able to succeed in something. But it was good to see Nona again, and to see that Horn and Nona are once together again, and it was also nice of TitanBar to do a little sketch of them, and he made a few copies of them. One of them is here that he gave to me, and it's something to help me to remember the adventures that I had with that Dunlending woman and the Rohirrim man that loves her. But I suppose that's it for now, and when we return next time, I suppose I'll be back in Umbar, where we will continue our adventures with the Song of Waves and Wind.